This is Daily Trends here on Finax News, and this is the hub for quality entertainment. Yes. Now, development or news we're gathering from the Canadian, side indicates that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has actually banned TikTok from Canada and has gone ahead to actually, instruct that all government officials in Canada not use TikTok. Now, the Canadian president, in a very viral video cited on social media, has indicated that the Canadian, security system are concerned about the Canadian citizenry, hence the ban on social media. Now, in the video again, the Canadian Prime Minister stated that since the app, I mean that's TikTok, is security information driven, and so they are very much particular about how certain government officials who are also prone to this app, not just government officials, even they're going to actually establish it in a very generalized way so that the app does not get so much security alerts or informations of their citizenry. Now let's take a look at a video where the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said this.
Obviously, we take very seriously the freedom of expression, the freedom of Canadians to engage how they want online, but we also have very important principles around protection of data, protection of Canadian safety and security that we will always step up for. Like many countries around the world, we're looking carefully at how to ensure Canadians are kept safe online, and we're making the decision that for government employees, for government equipment, it is better to not have them access TikTok because of the concerns that people have in terms of safety. This may be a first step. It may be the only step we need to take, but every step of the way, we're going to be making sure we're keeping Canadians safe.
U.S. Yes, so looks like TikTok is trying to face a very intense security scrutiny from the Europeans and American countries who are very particular about ensuring security and safety from their citizenry. Now, the TikTok, a spokesperson from TikTok has actually come out to actually express their disappointment in this particular video, and especially from the Canadian Prime Minister, citing that TikTok is actually taking certain security information, so details from some Canadian citizens, and especially from some Canadian, government officials. And so, in a very interesting post we cited on the internet, TikTok respondents has actually come out to respond. Now, in a statement, a company spokesperson said that the ban on government issued device happened without citing any specific security concerns about TikTok or contacting us to discuss any concern prior to making this decision. It goes on to say that we are always available to meet with our government officials to discuss how will protect the privacy and security of Canadians. But singling out TikTok is Singling out TikTok in this way does nothing to achieve the shared goal. The spokesman said. Now it goes on to say, all it does is prevent officials from reaching the public on the platform loved by millions of Canadians. And so that's what the TikTok response has to say. Now they are actually citing that the prime minister actually goofed without citing any tangible reasons as to why he's going to ban TikTok from certain government officials, and even to extend it into the Canadian community, saying that TikTok is going to be banned in Canada because of some security, unauthorizations, or if I'm to say some security unapprovals. Now, people have actually reacted to this very interesting story. That's after the Canadian, Prime Minister cited this in a very viral video. Now, so people are asking that why is the government official trying to impose certain threat on the Canadian citizenry, because not everyone maybe likes to use the other social media handles, and so why single out TikTok? I mean, as a respondent, or the TikTok response even claims. So there are so many apps on the internet. There are apps like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, other major, even WhatsApp. Yes. And so why single out TikTok alone? So that's what the people are saying. However, the Prime Minister claims that they are doing this to actually ensure the security and safetyness of every Canadian citizen, especially government officials who are prone to this app because it is security, inflecting, and sometimes to people's information or particulars or details are given out so freely on the internet. And especially because TikTok is owned by Chinese company that's in Beijing, and these Asian countries and European countries are kind of in a tiff, or I should say a power tussle as to who is greater than who and all of that. And so all this comes to play, and maybe, this is not my own sayings, but that's the general rant on the street, saying that because the Europeans and the Asians seemingly seem not to, be liking each other, and so they are trying every means necessary to actually get this app, off the Canadian, market. And so yes, people have been talking about this. Now we don't know what you have to say about this because this is very interesting. And so should the other apps also cancel or be banned from Canada, or the Canadian officials be banned from using other apps like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp? That's another question that people are saying. So, Mr. Justin Trudeau, the words on the street are saying that should other apps be banned from Canada, or should the government officials in Canada also be banned from using Twitter, WhatsApp, and Facebook and Instagram? So yes, like I said, TikTok has actually come to respond to these allegations by the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who says that no government official must be seen, or going forward, they're going to ensure the safetyness of every government official, especially who is on TikTok, and even extend it to the Canadian citizenry. So if you didn't get a clue as to what actually the story is about, or what the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has to say, let's take a look again at the video and come back to wrap.
Obviously, we take very seriously the freedom of expression, the freedom of Canadians to engage how they want online, but we also have very important principles around protection of data, protection of Canadian safety and security that we will always step up for. Like many countries around the world, we're looking carefully at how to ensure Canadians are kept safe online, and we're making the decision that for government employees, for government equipment, it is better to not have them access TikTok because of the concerns that people have in terms of safety. This may be a first step. It may be the only step we need to take, but every step of the way, we're going to be making sure we're keeping Canadians safe. U.S.